Well, hello there, wiggers and niggers. It's uppity white guy. And I know, who the fuck am I? Well, I'm just a dude, okay? And today, I want to talk to you, about many things, but today I want to talk to you about the case for whores. I'm making a case for hoes. That's all I'm saying. Look, the average chick is, the average woman, I think we know their brains aren't wired correctly. That's why society was built by men. It wasn't built by women. And yes, I know you're all going to point to this one person or some bullshit like that who contributed. We know that. Some women did contribute along the way. There's no doubt. You can't say, you know, it's painting with a broad brush here. I get that shit. Okay, I'm not fucking stupid. But the average... The society today was brought to you by pretty much white guys. Guys, if you're in a snowstorm and you lose your power, you know, toxic masculinity is what's going to connect your power back on. There's going to be a guy that shimmies up a goddamn pole and fixes the problem. You're not going to see a chick in high heels. So they don't really contribute to society much at all. That's why a lot of them have OnlyFans pages and things, because basically what women sell is their ass 90% of the time. And yes, some of them are lawyers, some of them are doctors, they've achieved great things, but on the whole, they go to college or something, they take women's studies, they take gender studies, guys take engineering. There's a fucking difference. Society was built by men. Women are pretty much made to look good. And we'll get to that in a second, because not all of them look good. But the fact of the matter is, like supermodels. I used to work at this television place a long time ago. We'll do another cast on that later. But I used to work at this television place, and we had models. You know, that model the clothes and stuff. And basically, what they are is human coat hangers. They're fucking Jesus Christ. You could just remove their fucking brain. You just hang clothes on them. They're just there to look good. They wouldn't know how to operate a camera, an audio board, lights, nothing. They're just human coat hangers. That's all the fuck they are. So women don't really add much to society to begin with. They can give birth, so that's their thing. Okay, that's their use. If they can't give birth anymore, they're absolutely fucking useless. I mean, what do? So they're basically... Nowadays, most women are just fuck toys. Okay, I'm not saying there aren't good women out there, and hey, if I met one, maybe, but I doubt it. At uppity white guy's age, it probably ain't gonna happen, okay? And nowadays, what I run into over and over and over and over again, whether it's on a dating site or fucking out in the world in the supermarket, places I've worked, it's always the same thing. The younger generation, I'd say high as 80% of them or more, only date blacks. Don't know why it is, it's just culture tells them to do this. You walk through the mall, you see posters, it's always a black guy and a white chick. They remake a film that you used to know, it's now a black guy dating that chick instead of a white person dating a white person. This happens everywhere you look. So don't bullshit me, it ain't going on. All these liberals will tell, oh no, that's race. Everything's racist, first of all. If you're white, you're born with what I like to call original racism. And we'll get into that in another cast. But you're born with original racism. Meaning, the first time you take your fucking breath, you're a fucking racist. You know, my ancestors weren't even in this country during the time of slavery. But I'm a racist, so... I owe you money. Come on, get the fuck out. I don't owe you jack shit. But, look. Let's face facts. The average woman today, the average young girl today, is into blacks. If they're not into blacks, they're gay. If they're not gay, you have to be a Chad. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. But you gotta be 6 feet tall, at least. You gotta make $100K a year. Jesus Christ, get a fucking dog. I mean, pretty much, what is she, an end table? You're buying her. So, being that as it may, and I've talked to people and go, oh, I would never pay for this, and I'd never pay for that. You take her out on a date, you go to dinner, a movie, you're paying for it, asshole. You're hoping something happens afterwards. You're putting money in. Don't fucking lie and say you're not. I take myself to the movies all the time. I know what you're saying. Uppity white guy, how could you not get a date? Look at all this. Yeah, whatever. Look, I take myself to the movies all the fucking time. I don't need a chick to go to the fucking movies. So you don't need to. You know what you're hoping happens afterwards. You're hoping you nail her. Right. 90% of the time you're hoping for some good sexy time. Nothing wrong with that. But you're investing. You might as well go on the internet and just skip the middleman and fucking pay her. And what the fuck is the difference? If you get with her, she could take your house, your fucking car, if you knock her up, which you're stupid. But if you do, she's got you for child support, alimony, everything else. The courts always favor women. Women always cry when they go to courts, but the courts always favor them. They're full of shit. These chicks are full of shit. They cry when they want something. They turn on the waterworks, and if the judge is a liberal or female, oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. Because they do not apply the law like they're supposed to. None of these liberal Obama-appointed judges or Clinton-appointed judges or fucking now this asshole in the White House, this dementia-filled fuck, when he appoints them, you're fucked. So, if you go to court, the woman's going to get everything. Everything you worked for. Because she deserves it, because she has a vagina. So, I'm making the case for swingers and escorts and hoes. That's it. I'm on FetLife. That's for those of you who don't know, look it up if you're stupid. Niggas, I'm telling you. Just go get the hose, and that's it. They don't have to stick around. If it's an escort, you pay them to leave. It's great, they don't take your house, your car, everything else. Or, if you're uppity white guy, you know, like you get your sexy time on, and you know, you're into the FetLife, and you're into the lifestyle, as they say. That's swingers, for those of you who don't know. I went to a hotel party last night. 2 good-looking broads. I mean, I was surprised they were as good-looking as their picture, because usually you get there and they're not that good-looking. You know, we'll get into the 300-pounders later, but they're not that good-looking, okay? I'm just saying, they're not fucking good-looking. But these chicks were primo. I was surprised. So uppity white guy got his turn, and yeah, he hit them, no doubt. And you know what? I hope to see him again and do it again. But the thing is, the party was great. You paid $20 to get in. They had food, everything else. If you like gangbangs, you're into that stuff. You like porn. It was live porn. It was great. And these chicks were hot as fuck. They're not gonna come take my house. They don't know my last name. Nothing. It was good. Uppity white guy got off. Blew his load. Fantastic. Didn't he? And you say sometimes guys go, oh, but don't you like company and don't you like companionship? Well, yeah, everybody likes that. But if the difference is they're gonna wake up with a hair up their asshole one day and take everything I got, or constantly rejecting because you're not man enough, you're not the alpha male, which we'll get into that in another cast anyway. A lot of that's just fucking bullshit. Let me explain. But if you're not the fucking alpha male to them, and you're not what their version of a man is, whatever that is, you're too short, you're not, you know, you're not tall enough because you're not standing on a stack of dollar bills, pretty much, then reject it. Who cares? I didn't get rejected. Now I got pussy. So, yeah, what do I care? If it comes in the form of a hotel party or it comes in the form of an escort, what do you care? If you're going to get rejected, a lot of guys are just dipping out now. They're dipping out. They're sitting at home playing video games and not even trying. I haven't even asked a girl out on a date in ages. And I'm not all that in a bag of chips, but I do not think I'm fugly either. I've seen a lot fucking worse. Some of what these young girls are hopping on. Oh look, he's got 3 baby mamas, and they get all turned on, they practically get all wet. I mean, it's a joke. I've seen it where I work. If a black guy comes in there with his pants down around the ground, they can't get enough of him, man. They can't get enough. I don't get it. He could look like he slept in a dumpster, and not all black people do. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying these gangster thug niggas, these white chicks can't get enough of them. They want a mixed kid. They all do. So look, just don't put up with it. I don't put the time in. I work hard. I claw and scratch for everything I fucking got. Why should I be bothered with that shit? I shouldn't be bothered with it. Plain and fucking simple. I work too hard to put up with this shit. You want to reject me? Go fuck yourself. I'll just go to a hotel party and get all the poon you can get. Or go get an escort. Skip the meal, take myself out to the fucking movies where I don't have to sit next to you and put up with some mundane conversation only later to say thank you, and then you're on to the next soup kitchen for a fucking free meal. I get what I get and take myself out to the fucking movies. It's better. It's a better deal. You're not going to come after me, my house, my car, my bank account, whatever. You're not going to fake a pregnancy. I don't have to worry about that shit. So, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're a loser. Oh, fuck that. Get over that shit. Oh, you can't get a woman. You can't get a woman. Well, no, I can't, because I'm not black, and I'm not 6 feet tall, and I don't have my pants hanging down around my asshole, and I'm not walking around with $100K in my back pocket. So, yeah, it is hard to get a woman, because that's what they do nowadays. And basically, when you look at it, why the fuck are you marrying him? I wouldn't say I'm against marriage. I wouldn't say that if somebody comes along. Again, I always leave the door open because you never know what life offers you. But it's highly doubtful at this age, okay? Let's face facts. It's highly doubtful. So, you know, a lot of guys have just dipped out. They don't even try anymore. And, you know, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I've dipped out too. But when I want to dip into something, I just get an escort, or I fucking go to a hotel party on FetLife or something. It's great. Why bother trying to compete with the rat race when you're shut down right away? Oh, you're white. I don't go out with white guys. You know, why bother getting into that? I don't have to put up with that shit. Because when you're screwing this broad, whether you paid for it or not, yeah, you're still enjoying yourself. Right, so what the fuck? Who cares if Joe Blow over there says, oh, you're a loser, you couldn't... Yeah, when was the last time you got any asshole? Don't say last week or yesterday. It was probably years ago. You're full of shit. Just about every guy I know lies. Every guy fucking lies. And we'll get into that with the fake alpha male crap, too. Because every guy fucking lies. So I'm making a case for hoes, whores, escorts, swingers. That's what I'm making a case for. Okay, it's less complicated. It's actually less money, I think, in the long run. And I'm not saying they're all beauties, but like the two I went to the hotel party, man, they were fucking good. That one chick, she was about 20 years old and tight as hell, and she was good. She was real good, and she didn't mind. She just kept servicing guys left and right. She was a horny whore. And you know what? That's great. Uppity white guy loved it. Okay? What am I gonna say? I don't want that? Of course I do. What guy fucking doesn't? So it's fucking bullshit, if you ask me. So anyway, that's my case for whores and hoes and everything else. It's a short video, but that's my case. Because women cause nothing but fucking problems. They're temperamental. They don't think right. Their brains aren't wired right from birth. They're really fucked up. And society then supports this. And with the laws and everything, society tells them, hey, you don't have to stay with a guy. you can just leave him and get all the dick you want and take half his shit. So, I mean, I don't have to worry about that. Because as you look around in my kingdom here, I don't have a lot to lose anyway. So, so let's face facts, dudes. It's just a better deal. You hit it, you quit it, you're out of there. It's a better fucking deal. I don't need to know their last name. I don't need to know much about them. Why? Because less trouble coming back on me later. And you could sit there and say, oh, again, the whole, oh, you're a loser, you're the, fuck off. Nobody cares what you have to say. Okay? I learned a long time ago, if you ain't paying my bills or feeding me, the fuck do I give a shit what the fuck you have to say? When the fuck did you pay one of my bills, you asshole? You haven't. Oh. So you know what? Nobody gives a shit, okay? So whatever you say, when I'm balls deep in that broad, I'm not gonna care what the fuck you say. Think about it. Really? Yeah, exactly. And your girlfriend, she's probably, yeah, behind your back anyway. Because most of them do. It's a fact. With these dating apps, they've ruined what little women there were worthwhile. Because now the women can't handle decisions. They can't handle decisions. It's always, what about this? What about this? Oh, the next thing's better. The next thing's better. They're just constantly using them for constant dates, free food, and everything else. Trust me, I know. So, it's not even worth going on. And half of them are just bots now. These dating apps are full of bots. They're fake. And let me explain to you. If you're this fucking stupid, Wiggers, if you call an escort and she says, hey, send me half up front through PayPal, yeah, she ain't really there. Okay, and no, I never fell for that. It's just common sense. But don't get too excited about what you see on the internet and think, usually their pictures look a little bit better than them anyway, sometimes a lot better, depending on filters. But if they tell you, oh, I need to know you're coming, so give me, you know, $30 before you get, you'll never find them, and the $30 is gone. Cash roses only. You show up, envelope, that's it. Okay, and then you get down to business if you're going that way. Don't fucking give them part of your money before you get there, because you'll never see them. They're not even in the state. They're probably some fucking idiot in Africa in a chat room taking your money. And that's how it works. So only cash business. Okay, make sure they got some nude pictures on there too, so they're not the cops. And if they ask you to send anything nude, don't do it. They'll see your dick when you get there. And that's the way it works. Okay? And if you're swinging, just take care of yourself, be careful, and have a fucking good time. That's all there is, because if you work hard, you deserve it just like the next person. Why do you not deserve to get a piece of ass? You do. And so, you know what? Take care of yourself. Wrap it, whatever. Okay, don't go in raw, but, you know, have a good time. Okay? And don't be ashamed of it, because, what the fuck, the guy taking that chick out to lunch, or to a movie, whatever, what do you think he's hoping happens? And he's investing time and money. It's just a better route. And half the time, she don't put out at the end, but thank you, I'm not that kind of girl. And then she goes behind the movies and blows some homeless guy. I mean, this is what they're like. Or he'll take her home, and she'll call up her black friend that comes over, didn't pay a dime, and he'll dog her right in the living room. So this is how it works. So trust me, don't bother with that shit. If somebody wants to go out with uppity white guy, they pay their way. Why? Because why should I be scammed? You pay your way, I pay my way. Hey, it's just, we're just hanging out. That's all there is to it. You don't even call it a date. You're just hanging out. And you know what? That's it. And you know what? That's it. So look, have a good day, wiggers and niggers, and remember, these balls. Goodbye.